All right, welcome everyone. Tonight we're doing a casting fly. The information that I have about this fly is based on an email I received from Lev. And the hook, I'll just go through it quickly. The hook is a size 10 dry high streamer type fly hook, which you all have. The red one that Bruce Radcliffe done, which you've seen, is the one he sells, I believe. The one I've tied is on a size 10 streamer hook. The diameter of the hackle is supposed to be between 16 and 22 millimetres. So you will have to trim the hackle at the end after you've finished tying. Lev ties them to 20 millimetres. He says that he can't remember anyone ever checking the diameter of a hackle in a competition, so I don't know where that rule comes from. He also mentions about reinforcing the hackle with wire, because the flies actually cops a lot of potential damage when it's been cast by anyone doing competition casting, because it hits the water very hard quite often. It hits the hoops, it can hit the concrete, it gets caught in the grass, so there's a lot of potential damage. So he thinks that potentially you could wrap it with wire to reinforce it a little bit more. So I haven't tied one with wire, but we've got that here if you think it's a good idea. It just maybe a more proficient way of doing it with new casting people who are probably going to cause more damage to the fly than more proficient casters would be. And there's also the issue with the crap that's in the casting pools at the moment. So all that gets on the flies. I was watching someone cast the other day up there, and their fly was sinking all the time. And they didn't have any gun to put on to keep it afloat, so the fly was getting clogged up with stuff out of the casting pool. So we need to look at that, I think. So anyway, that's if we want to put wire, we've got it on. Okay, so we'll start with some red thread or whatever thread you want to use. And we're just going back to where the barb starts. And we add a few fibres there for a tailing. It's not essential that you have this in. It just may help the balance of the fly. How long is your tail? About shank length. And then we use the hackle and wind it, connect it in behind the eye and wind it back.
Connect it with the tip first?
Yes. And then wind it forward in close turns. It's surprising how little seems to go on the shank. So that's about 8 turns that I've got on.
So did you tie it in at the eye?
Yeah, wound back,
yeah,
and then wound it forward. You could do it the opposite way.
Did it on purpose.
but you're winding twice. I had my hackle pliers out. I haven't. Where are they? Yeah. And that's it. Now we need to trim it. So it's a matter of just going round a little bit at a time to get back to something that's about 18 to 20 millimetres.
Can't help myself, I've got to put a head on it. There's a ruler if anyone wants it.
Yeah, there's a ruler there if you want to measure what 18 to 20 millimetres is. Once you get one done, I think it's pretty straightforward.
Is that the overall fly, or from the?
Sorry?
Yep.
The diameter is 20, 18 to 20. That's what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah. Okay.
It's actually 16 to 22, so I suppose if you wanted a competition fly to practice with a small fly, you'd try and do 16 millimetres. I think that's it. That one. If the record the rule.